What's up, Spectrum? It's Preston.
And Ellie here, back to brighten your day with some noise.
That we are, Ellie. First things first, don't forget to come to see yours truly in this spring's play, Murder on the 518, this weekend.
It sounds like such a great and interesting show. Preston, how do I get tickets?
That's easy. The link will be posted on Spectrum's various social medias, or you can find it on the posters around the school. You can even use the QR code you are seeing now. You can come to our Friday showing at 7 p.m., Saturday at 7 p.m., or Sunday at 2:30.
I think I'll just go to all three.
Sure, Ellie. I appreciate the support.
Now let's show some support to our sports. Isaac, what's happening this week?
Hey Spectrum, Isaac Bankston here with some sports for this week, so let's get straight into it. All week, baseball and track will meet after school. On Monday, JV has a meet at 3:45 and softball has a game at 4:15, but the bus will leave at 3. On Tuesday, baseball has a game against Annandale at 4:30. On Wednesday, softball has a game at 4:15 with the bus leaving at 3. On Thursday, varsity track has a MCAA conference tournament that will be held at Monticello. Softball has games versus Bram at 4:15 and 6. On Friday, golf has a match versus Legacy Christian Academy. On Saturday, baseball is practice at 10 and a game at 1. Other than the theater production, there's nothing happening this weekend. That's all the sports I have for you this week, Spectrum. Thanks for tuning in.
Thanks, Isaac. That was fantastic.
Now let's take a look at this week's weather with Joe.
Hey Sting, it's Joe, back again with another week of weather. As you can see, this week is going to be a whole lot warmer than last week, which will be a nice start to the summer. Well, that's really all the weather I have for you this week. So, I guess, see you next time. Just kidding, I have some more stuff for you. Check this out. As you may have all known, Opener was this past weekend, which opened a lot of fishing for the weekend. As you can see, this is a northern pike that was caught off the dock on Lake Mille Lacs by yours truly. It was caught on a deep diving crankbait. It measured about 2 feet long in the net and was graceful as it swam away. If you're looking to fish a bit closer to Elk River, look at Lake Fremont and Zimmerman. Of course the fish might be small because of the small lake size, but there are plenty of fish to catch, much like this northern here. I guess it was a big day for northerns. Lake Fremont can be found just past the stoplights going north on 169 in Zimmerman. Well, I guess this concludes the fishing report and the weather. Good luck out there, Sting. Back to you, Preston and Ellie.
Thanks, Joe. We're going to miss the great weather segments when you graduate.
Thank you for keeping us in on the weather.
And now for some stories our team has been working on. There's a lot, but they're super fun.
Hey, Ellie, would you rather have feet for hands or hands for feet?
Hands for feet?
Wrong choice. Let's hope some people made the right ones with the story of the Would You Rather questions.
Would you rather be able to press a mute button to silence children or to silence adults?
Adults.
Would you rather have a real get out of jail free card or 50 get out of trouble at home cards?
50 get out of trouble at home cards, because I'm not going to jail. I believe that with my whole soul.
Would you rather be able to press a mute button to silence children or to silence adults?
Adults. They have more to say.
Would you rather have a real get out of free jail card, get out of jail free card, or 50 get out of trouble at home cards?
Get out of trouble at home, because I don't have any plans on going to jail anytime soon.
Would you rather be able to press a mute button to silence children or to silence adults?
Children, because they're more annoying, I feel like. And adults, they can help you out more than children can.
Yes. Would you rather have a real get out of jail free card or 50 get out of trouble at home cards?
Probably 50 get out of trouble at home cards, because those will keep me from getting into jail.
Would you rather have a real get out of jail free card or 50 get out of trouble at home cards?
Get out of trouble at home.
Great story. Now, would you rather leave or watch this next story?
Watch this next story, of course.
Great choice, because it's yours. We have a great story to watch on the Sherburne County Fair.
This past year, COVID has shut down many fun outdoor activities, but coming this summer, the Sherburne County Fair is set to take place. Here's Jenny Axelson, the president of the Sherburne County Fair Board, and Lita Mox, a Fair Board director, on what will be open during the fair this year.
We plan on having everything. I know 4-H is working on possibly doing some modifications for their shows, but all of our artists' acts will be open to everybody.
We have our Friday night grandstand concert, which is Jared Neiman. This year he's a country singer. Saturday night is the tractor pull, and Sunday is going to be the demo derby.
Because of COVID, there are still regulations that are being followed.
Well, currently, we need to follow the CDC guidelines. So as they change, we are changing with them, and we are going to have everything posted for what you need to do when you do come to fair.
Hand sanitizing stations, masks for the workers. So it's a lot of checking the CDC guidelines and what we can do every day. Right now, the fair can be open to 10,000 people a day.
Running the fair is a lot of work, but what does it take to set up the fair?
After a fair, the board takes 2 weeks off and we start planning the next year's fair. So there's really no break in planning. This past couple years has been difficult as everything changes daily on what we can and can't do.
Make sure to check out the Sherburne County Fair, July 15th through the 18th, to experience some fun and thrilling outdoor activities. This has been Preston and Aiden, Noise News. Geez, I just love the fair. Don't you, Ellie?
I totally do. I cannot wait to ride the Ferris wheels and look at the animals.
I'm super excited. That's coming up on July 15th through the 18th. See you there.
Yes, you will. But tell me, what would you be stopping on the way? Starbucks or Caribou?
Caribou for sure.
Let's hear what others have to say. Here's a story on preferences. Hello, Spectrum staff and students. Have you ever wondered what the most popular TV show is? Or the most popular drink? Well, we asked a student what his opinions were.
Crunchyroll, because it has anime, and I am an anime watcher.
A lot of people like going out and being fancy, but some like to sit back and chill.
Like how I dress? I don't know, comfy.
Some people like, love, and dislike coffee. Let's hear someone's outlook on it.
I don't like any of them.
A lot of people have different opinions, and that's totally okay. This has been Ellie and Amelia, Noise News. It was nice to hear from our favorite senior, Judah Rogers.
Right on, Ellie. Very cool.
Do you know what else was cool? Bats.
Wait, bats the animal or bats the thing in baseball?
Both.
Well, I think we actually have a story on that. Take it away.
The sounds of nature. As the cold weather starts to leave and the warm weather starts to appear, we can see many wild animals starting to appear. One of these animals is the common bat.
They're kind of cute, but also they're kind of scary. I feel like one would swoop down and hit me in the head, and that wouldn't be very fun.
Many students have said they have had a bat problem at one point. Some people tend to take care of the problem themselves.
If it's a smaller bat and I have a net, I might try and net it and then toss it outside.
Someone tried to hit it with a broom.
While others pay others to deal with the problem.
We called the bat guy, and then he came to inspect the sides of our house, and then he found the little gaps and put this plastic so the bats could leave, but they couldn't get back in. Yeah, he's Batman.
Ella Burfind, who has done her senior project on bats, has some insightful information and tips when dealing with bats.
I did my senior project on bats and where they live and what they stand for and how important they are. They are pretty important, especially with pollination, which not a lot of people think, because when they eat, they also spread pollen. A lot of people think that bats are super blind, the blind as a bat phrase, but they actually have really comparable eyesight to humans. They just focus on their echolocation instead because, they hunt at night. Right now, bats are probably coming out of hibernation, or they're migrating from the south back up to Minnesota. So they're probably looking for homes right now. So if you're seeing one in your house, it's because they're trying to find a place to stay. I am probably going to try and build a bat box really soon. It's basically like a birdhouse, but for bats. And they're really easy to make. So if you guys have supplies or you're interested in learning how to make a bat box, it's not very difficult. And it really helps them out, especially in more urban areas because it's hard for them to find trees or a wooded area that they build their homes in.
Especially in the spring, there are some other so-called bat experts who have recently come out of their own hibernation.
You know, I like to swing them. It helps me get some hits on the field, you know? If there was a bat in your house, how would you deal with it? I'd probably scream and then hit something. Which kind of bat are you referring to?
I don't know. I think I would call animal services.
Dude, we're swinging a bat. What do you mean?
All right, Thomas. Thomas, we have a few questions for you, apparently.
So, what are your thoughts on bats?
Remember, bats can be dangerous, especially at this time of year. So, remember to deal with them quickly, or else bad things will happen. This has been Joe and Isaac, Noise News.
Well, that's all the news we have for you today, Spectrum.
This will actually be our last time anchoring, since the seniors are anchoring our last show next week.
Preston and I have had a lot of fun this year.
Thank you all for bearing with us through the anchoring online, in person, and everything in between.
Thank you all for tuning in. For the last time, this has been Ellie
and Preston, keeping you
in on the noise.